Well, a fintech is a very different animal than a traditional financial institution. They're looking to transform and disrupt the financial industry, whereas today's traditional financial institution is very risk-averse. Very important that they walk the line very carefully when it comes to regulatory matters. Whereas in a fintech company, many of the rules and regs were designed way before the fintech company even existed. So when you think about a chief compliance officer for that particular role, you need to have someone who, number one, will embrace the cultural difference and find it as a challenge in order to help that particular fintech company be in compliance, and in many ways serve as the adult in the room. And the other thing that's very important is that the chief compliance officer has the confidence to admit that they don't necessarily have the answer. Because in today's fintech, take cryptocurrency for example, no one really has the answers in the regulatory space, not even the regulators. So again, this is about relationship building, including with the regulators, in order to be part of the solution. And you need to actually have the confidence to take that square peg and put it in the round hole as the regulatory rules keep developing and evolve over time. The worst mistake I think a chief compliance officer can make in an organization is going into a very senior meeting, a board meeting or another committee meeting, without having previewed and built some consensus around the solution that they're presenting. A chief compliance officer really needs to think about where people will have competing objectives. There's limits as far as budgets. There's limits as far as hiring. But if you can design a solution actually that becomes a win for others in shared services and others that have a seat at the table across the board, you'll be able to have the support and the buy-in to this solution, and it's for the good of the firm overall.